Yeah, tell me.
Can I get your email ID?
Email ID.
Yeah, email, Gmail.
Shall I chat. I will chat.
What?
I will chat. I will chat in chat box.
Okay, send it.
Yeah, I will send you. Check it. Check in chat.
I hadn't got you. No, it didn't came, man.
Guys, you can't share email ID in this chat. This is a private chat.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Only Shivakumar sir or
Yes,
Naresh.
sir. Okay, I will say. Okay, you can write. Note it. SRI
SRI
BALU
BALU
1515
15
06
06
1992
1992
at gmail.com.
at gmail.com. All small letters, na?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Mm. Oh. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
In last session, we started about form tag. Form action equals to something URL. So which program we want to call the destination, that program URL we have to mention here. Method equals to either get or post. Method equals to either get or post. By default, get it takes by default. If you are not specified any method clearly, automatically takes the get. Automatically takes the get. If you are not interested in get, you can go for the post to difference. Also, we explained that one. And we'll move to next attribute. This is target to encryption type autocomplete. Target encryption type and autocomplete. Target option we know already because in anchor tag also we use a target option. The same thing it will comes in form. Target option is also available in anchor tag. We already worked with it. The next one is encryption type, ENC type. Have the two encryption types. So what is the encryption, sir? In which format you want to send the data to server? You want to send the data to server. Generally, the client machine, this browser is always sending the data to server machine in encrypted format only by default for safety and security reasons. So what is the default option, sir? This one, URL encoded format. That is nothing but an encrypted format. This is the default option. It is also the default or inbuilt option of the encryption type. It is also inbuilt option of the encryption type. If you are not specified any encryption type, it takes automatically this one. The second one is multi-part form data. Second one is multi-part form data. So ENC type. ENC means encryption type equals to, this is the default value. No need to specify that one. Or if you are not interested in the default value, we can change to this one. So what is the difference between this and this one, sir? When you are sending the normal data, whenever you are sending the normal data to server, go for URL encoded format. Normal data means, sir, without any attachments, without any uploading. We are sending some data to server, but the data doesn't contain any attachments or doesn't contain any uploading operations. And then you can go for the first one. No, my data contains some uploading, my data contains some attachments, operations also, sir. Then you can go for multi-part form data. First decide it, your page contains with attachments or without attachments. The attachments in the sense your Gmail attachments available in Monster now or Naukri, your registration process, your resumes attachments are available. That one. So yes, my page contains some uploading of resumes or photos or something, sir. It's mandatory. Encryption type equals to multi-part form data. Compulsory. No, sir, my page doesn't contain any attachments, sir. Normal username or phone number, email IDs, passports, etc., etc. These only they are thinking, sir. And you can go for the default option or inbuilt option. Default inbuilt option, you can go through this one. So encryption type equals to ENC type equals to. Otherwise, second option multi-part form data. The second option is multi-part form data. We'll do the small thing here.
Sir, if you're not giving NC type attributes, then it will take default application URL.
Yes, yes. Okay. The attribute, if you are not mentioned, it takes always the default value. Not only this one. All over in our subject, the same thing is happens.
Yeah, okay.
First day of the HTML, we are doing the same thing. Colors we are not mentioned, automatically takes the black color and not a.
Okay.
Like that, every attribute they have one default value. The default value is this one. These are the default values. And these are our own, our specified values. The URL is also default. If I'm not mentioned the action equals to URL, what happens, sir? Takes the current working page. Which page currently we are working? The same page it's recalling. Same page it's recalling. When you are not mentioned the action concept, action attribute, the same page, your currently working page, your currently watching page, it's going to be calling. Yes, that is this. When you are not specified the action also, they are calling some server-side program. Which programs are? Currently your working program is recalling. Currently your working program, it's going to recalling. There also value is missing, it happens like that. So first form is with all default values. Just for your awareness, I am typing. Second form with all our customization. Second form with the customization. Both values, how to type it, you will get the clarity. To the same form tag not possible, sir. How it is possible, sir? Design the single form. Method equals to get to method equals to post. How it will take. So that's why we need compulsory to separate forms for those. We need compulsory to separate forms for those. The next one is autocomplete. Next one is autocomplete. Autocomplete. So what is this autocomplete, sir? When you are entering the data in our live websites, when you are entering the data, if you type some first letter, yes, you'll get some suggestions now. Siva, Suresh, Swati, Swapna, something suggestions. Previously, what are the data you entered in that box, that a particular component? The previous data, it is showing as the suggestions. Right? The suggestions are called as autocomplete. Suggestions. You can also say as auto-filling option also. When you type the one letter, sir, balance letter, it comes automatically, balance data. No? That is nothing but an auto-filling option. By default, it's always in active mode. That's why when you are typing one letter, the rest of letters, the suggestions are coming automatically in all websites, in all controls especially. That is autocomplete. By default, it's always in on. If it doesn't require the suggestions, you don't want those suggestions, you have to switch off that one. Autocomplete is also by default it's on, sir. Then only we'll get the suggestions. If we switch off that one, we are not getting any suggestions. We are not getting any suggestions. Every website we have this option, but some websites they are switching on, some websites they are switching off. Developers and client interest. As a programmer, you can do both things: allow the suggestions and don't allow the suggestions. Next one, no validate. Next one is no validate. No validate. Generally, while submitting the data to server, browser performing some inbuilt validations. While submission time, not other time. Browser performs some inbuilt validations, right, man? That inbuilt validations, if you are not interested, those inbuilt validations are not interested, then you can go for the no validate option. By default, browser is always trying to validate the data. If you don't want to validate the data, right? A browser don't validate, that is called as no validations. What are the inbuilt validations are available for the browsers? Those it's deactivated. Or who is validating the data, sir? We have to validate the data. Browser disappears. Actually, browser, they're doing their duty right now, but we are not interested to do by the browser. We disable that one. that all validations code should be developed by as a developer only in JavaScript. So these are the major options available in our form tag set. Total 6 options comes: action, method, encryption type, autocomplete, no validate. Next, target. Target we know already, that's why I'm not touching it here. And apart from this one, regularly using ID attribute. Apart from this, regularly using ID attributes. So here, these are the default options, and these are all the customized options. If I run this one, what happens? Nothing happens. A blank screen is comes. I already said in the last session also, it's just a page, that's all, application form. So it doesn't display any information here. This is just empty form. Form tags created internally, but they are not displaying, they are not appeared. Just form is just a application form, empty page. That page we have to design neatly and attractively with your required components or controls. So one small conclusion. You want to submit the data to server, or you want to send any data to server for further operations, whatever it may be. Form tag compulsory required. Form tag is compulsory. No, there is no other choice there. Form tag is the only way to submit the data to servers. So taking data from the users means users are filling the data in application forms, and that all the forms data collected and sending to the server. So form tag is compulsory. To whom you want to send the data set, that is available here. Which methodology you want to send the data set, that is available here. What is the data submission, transportation styles, encryption format or non-encryption format, that is available here. And while typing of the data by users, you want to increase the suggestions or not. And you want to increase the browsers to do some validations or not. Rest of thing is target ID. So paper ready. White paper is ready. Now design that paper with some user interface. That is nothing but an fields. Enter first name, enter last name, enter date of birth, mobile number, something. How to design that fields are. For that we have the special tag. Input tag is available. For that we have a special tag inputs. Now this minute onwards we are going to discussing user input controls. From this program, example 22 onwards, what we are doing, sir, controls we are going to create. Upcoming examples all are to how to create the different controls. All upcoming examples are how to create the different controls. Text boxes, buttons, check boxes, radio buttons, drop down boxes, menus, open dialog boxes, date controls, time controls. So like this, a variety controls we are going to discuss. Variety controls we are going to discuss. So first one, we started journey with the text boxes because that is universal component, universal control. Text box. So what is the use of text box, sir? Text boxes basically we are using to enter the data by users. Form controls in programming terminology, real life terminology, the fields. All these are the fields. Text box field, hidden field, password field, checkbox field, radio button field, text area, something. All these are the fields. All these are the fields. And then the first one is the text field. So text box or text field used for input from the user. You want to accept any data from the user. Generally, we are using text box field. Whatever it may be, name of the user, surname of the user, parent name or contact number, email ID or something. For all these type of data, we are using this text field. For all these type of data, we are using this text field. how to create this text field, sir, by using input tag. How to create this text field and by using input tag. Remember that not only this text field, sir. Here I given some list, no? Not listed. 80% of input fields or 80% of form controls are created by the one and only tag. It's called as input. The list I'm not given here, but what is this list, sir? What are the form controls? I'm just showing here for awareness. All these are the form controls only. All these are the fields only, right now. In this fields, in this list of fields, most of the fields are designed by the input tag only. Most of fields are designed by the input tag only. It's a multi-purpose tag, sir. One tag can do the many operations. So today we started text field. Also we started indirectly input tag. And we are going to every day working a new control. Every day we are going to working with a new control. But tag is same tag. Fields are changing. Our controls are changing. But tag is not going to changing up to couple of days. Approximately 10 plus controls we are creating by using the same tag. 10 plus controls we are creating by using the same tag. Now input is which type of tags are? It's an unpaired tag and moreover it's an inline element. Input is inline element. Both features are no closing operations and moreover its alignment is left alignment is going on. Inline elements, na, left side element is going on. And how much data we can enter in this text box, sir? There is no restrictions, sir. Lakhs of characters, it's ready to. It allows to type lakhs of characters. But lines is only one. It allows to type data only in one line. It allows to type the data only in one line. One line, but we can type many data, no problem. And this is creation. Input type equals to text followed by some attributes. Input type equals to text followed by some attributes. Now see. Tag input control is this one. Tag input control is this one. Input type equals to text. That's all. This the small code is enough for creating of text box. The rest of code and based on our requirements, sir. But this is the basic code. This is the basic and nominal code. Creating text boxes, sir. This is creating text box. You can enter the data also. This is demo on text field. Here we have one text box. It's waiting. Place the cursor in the text box and type the any type of data we can type. Any lengthy data also we can type it, but only one line. But only one line. So that I'm typing and data scrolling. I'm typing data scrolling. So how much data we typed here, sir? Lot of data we typed, sir. Just you want to watch it, I'll paste here. See this much of data typed here. But this much of data, it's not appearing there, sir. The text box size is very small size now. That's why at a time we are able to see only some amount of data. At a time viewable area is very less. How many, sir? Approximately 20 characters or 25 characters. 20 to 25 characters. Balance all the characters are scrolling. When you use the left arrow keys or right arrow keys, we can scroll the data. While applying the left arrow key or right arrow key, we are able to scroll the data. So data available internally. This is creating a small text box right now. Now we want to apply some attributes or some settings on this text box. Some attributes or settings on text box. Inline tag now, so I'm going to use it. Inputs type equals to text. One more text box is created and use the ID attribute. ID equals to something name and name equals to something. ID identifier. Which names are? Any name okay, sir. Better go for programming demanding name. For which purpose you are creating the text box, better use those names. I'm just creating roughly, sir. Then you can go for ABCD, IJKL, something like this. I'm creating here like this. Text field 1. My ID is text field 1. And what is the name, sir? Name also I'm using text field 1. Name also I'm using text field 1. This ID and name is compulsory, yes, sir. If you want to implement the coding, the names, those are compulsory. If you want to implement the coding, those are compulsory. ID purpose, sir. ID used in the client-side programming, sir. Name used in the server-side programming. ID, it is utilized by the client-side programming. And name is utilized by the server-side programming. Suppose this is one text box right now. User, they are entering some data here. User, they are entering some data in this text box right now. So now I want to use this data in my JavaScript, sir. Client-side purely JavaScript. I want to use this data in my JavaScript, sir. Yes, possible by using ID. ID required. You want to represent this text box inside your JavaScript code or inside your client-side coding, ID required. Same way, what are the data entered by the user? The data I want to access in my server-side program, sir. The data I want to access in my server-side program, sir. Yes, possible by using the name. By using name. Especially Java point of view, I'm saying that one. By using so name used by the server-side programs to collect the data from the text box. Collect the data from the text box. And ID used by the client-side programs to collect the data from the text box. Or to access the text box. If you want to access the text box, ID required in client-side. If you want to access the data, the text box, name is required. Compulsory, sir. ID used by client-side to name used by server-side. I want to go for the Volta operations, sir. Data not collected. Data not collecting and it's not substituting in our logic. So no chance to get any results. Next to ID must be unique. ID must be unique. No chance to repeat the IDs. If you repeated a data not substituting properly. Your expectation different, system performing is different. Names are, names may or may not. Situation wise, they may be sometimes they are repeating or maybe sometimes they are repeating, not a situation demand based on the situation demand. IDs are compulsory. Every input control, every form control, they should maintain one ID, one name, because the data we should use in programming, the data we should use in programming, client-side programming using, as well as the server-side programming also using. So that's why these two attributes generally required for us. If you remember, these two attributes are called as the global attributes. If you remember or not, I don't know, sir, but I already explained these attributes long back. Situation wise, I'm repeated one more time explanation. These are the two global attributes. Balance attributes, remember? Anybody?
What's that?
Well, rest of models, balance models.
Can you repeat the question, sir? Asking balance models.
Huh?
Asking, repeat the question, sir. Can you repeat the question?
These are the global attributes. I said ID and name are the global attributes.
Okay,
Now, what
okay.
are the rest of models?
HTML
HTML and as a head.
BG color you told me that the attributes should be used for others. Okay.
No.
types of attributes.
Huh?
Types of attributes.
Width height, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Head and body, sir.
No, here attributes. Here I'm asking attributes.
Okay, attributes for the
ID and name both are the attributes, sir.
Yes.
Those are the global attributes. I'm asking.
Event attributes.
Yes.
Specific attributes. Universal
Yes.
attributes.
So with the HTML starting time, we discussed some what is attribute and types of attributes. Types
Yes,
I'm
yes.
asking.
Yeah, and click.
Yes.
I already said now one. This is global attribute. What are the rest of models and what we have to say, sir? Attributes. One I said now balance attributes. You have to say, but you are saying something different answers.
Width,
Who is that? I think
height.
Akshay. He said the right answer. Huh?
Yes. There are four specific types of attributes. One is
Yes.
global, universal, event attributes,
Yes.
specific attributes. And in that specific attributes, that student said align, BG color, that are the
Yes.
example of specific attributes.
Yes. What about others here? Huh? Somebody they are not responding. Huh? Swapna, Subbarao, Shubham, Sai Vamsi, Sai Prasad, Sirisha, Pratyusha, Kanana, Khan, AKAL. Readily available name. Muhammad Raja, Govardhan, Black, Evil Gaming. Super name है अभी. Black Evil Gaming. Unique name in the world, like as ID attributes. So ID and name both attributes are compulsory for our programming, sir. And IDs, names, as per your programming, we can decide your name. Because we are designing that form based on the purpose, we are deciding the names. That is no doubt at all. But when you are setting the names, follow the small formula, principle. IDs should not repeat. IDs should not repeat anywhere. If you repeated the IDs, you are unable to access the data properly. But names, situational demanding, we can repeat it. There is no problem. The server-side technologies, they can manage the repeated names, but client-side technologies is unable to manage the repetitive names. So I created text box with some identifiers, means identification names allotted. First text box, sir, box available. Data also we are typing, but the data we can't access anywhere in the program. We are unable to access the data because name not available. Without name, calling of the text box not possible. Substitution data of the set text box is also not possible. How you and me, we have some identifier names, Shiva, Ramesh, Akshay, Abdullah, Kishore or something. One identification name required for every input field, every input HTML control. By using that names only, we are using the data in our program. Suppose JavaScript program available, client-side code JavaScript. So how JavaScript developer they are utilizing this text box are by using the name or ID only. Sorry, by using ID only. That they're defining some variable here in JavaScript, something variable equals to tf1 dot value. What happens now, sir? What user entered in this text box, the data is stored into their local variable. What happening, sir? They collected the data from text box. So after collecting the data, sir, they are performing some logical operations. They are performing some logical operations. And the resultant value we can assign to same text box also once again. The resultant value we can assign to same text box. How, sir? Like this, tf1 dot value equals to something new value. The old value is overrides with this new value. Old value it overrides with this new value. So that is called as accessing means. Or how a server-side programmer is writing, sir. Server-side. They're writing, I'm saying in the Java point of view, some string, something variable st equals to request dot get parameter of the tf1. Request dot get parameter of tf1. What is this tf1, sir? Name, sir. This one. This name we have to use there. So here used ID and here used the name. Then do one thing, confusion available, I'll write the different names. T1 dot value. This is TF1. So T1 used by JavaScript, TF1 used by server-side program. This is the code, sir. The user entering the data in our application forms. User was entering data in our application forms. The entered details how we are collecting into our programs, sir, by using like this. The entered details we are collecting into our programs by using this. Both sides code I explained here. Then we will get the difference between the ID and the name. IDs are used by the client side, names are used by the server side. What about the first text box, sir? First text box data we can't access because names not available, ID is not available. That is based on why we created, sir. Just for awareness, I created that one. That is nothing special. Next, take the line break. I'm going to show you some more options in creation of text boxes. Input type equals to text, ID continuation, T2, name also continuation, TF2. And some extra options I'm going to specify. Every text box, it comes by default blank. Every input control, it comes by default blank like this. The empty controls, all these are the empty because the fields, the application form fields. The fields are comes already with some data, sir. That is not useful to users and students. Examination application form available. They already fill that application form and that is given to us, sir. No use. We are unable to fill our details. So we want to get the application form empty mode and we are filling that application form. We want to get the application form in empty format. That data is filled by the us. That data is filled by the us. That's why we are getting this. So here we can type something, here we can type something. Next, sir, I want to create a text box with the default value, sir. I want to create a text box with the default value. So this value attribute we are using here. Value equals to which value you want to display in the text box, write that value here. Which value you want to display in the text box, write that value here. I want to display some hello, sir. I want to display some hello. Close this. What happens, sir, now? The text box comes with hello. The text box comes with hello. It's a default come initial value. The controls they loaded with some internal value. Controls they loaded with some internal value. Text box is created with something value. Text box was created with something value. If you are interested, that value we can delete it, no problem. You can delete it and type your own value. You can delete the data and you can type your own value, so there is no problem in that. Value, sir. We are talking about value. It's a data. This folder is not data, gather. This is data. This is data. I'm talking about value, data. So here I used some 100, sir. 100 available here. Text box comes with 100. Text box comes with 100. Setting the data to text boxes. Setting the data to text boxes. Data, JavaScript programmer, they collected like this. What happens, sir? 100 available, 100 is written to JavaScript. Or the server-side programmer, they call like this. What happens, sir? That 100 is written to server-side program. 100 is written to server-side program. That before entering the data by user, right now, programmer, they're setting some data. The data okay for user, they're continuing that one. Otherwise, they're deleting the data and typing their interested or their own data. Simple. Next, I'm creating one more text box. One more option I'm showing here. T3, df3, not value. I want to set the size of the text box. The text boxes all observe now uniform size they are getting. All text boxes comes with the uniform size right now. But that much of size is not required for me, sir. I want to increase the size. I want to reduce the size, sir. Yes, text box size I'm saying, not a data size again. I'm talking about the text box size. So if you want to increase and adjust the size, we have the size option. So size followed by some 100, sir. We'll get the text box with 100 width. Get the text box with 100 width. This is very big text box. So 100 letters displays comes. Data you can type any much. You can type the data any much. But at a time, how much data we can view, sir? 100 letters we can view at a time. And we are able to view 100 letters. Data 1000 letters also it is typing. I'm not saying about the lid. I said that clearly it's the size of the box size, not data size. So box size 100 means you are able to watch at a time 100 letters directly. If you count here how many letters are visible, approximately we'll get the 100. I need very small box, sir. I'll go for 4 or 5. Very small text box which comes here. A small text box. Sometimes based on the data length, we are adjusting the box length also. Based on the data length, we are adjusting box length sometimes. That is this size. You're interested with how much you want to design it.
Sir, I wonder. In previous you told that we can write statically and value equal to 100. If you submitting that, then you write. Then you can edit in browser side. Like 100, erasing the 100 and change it into 1000. Okay. Then you are submitting that form. It will take us 100 or 1000 in server side.
I already said this, sir. When you are writing here 100 value equals to client side, they are writing the code here. 100 is returns to client side. Okay. The server side, they are writing the code here. 100 is returns to server side, and I clearly said, sir. Already text box it contains the 100 value.
Yeah, 100 value. If I
you implement some JavaScript on that one, that 100 is substituting in the JavaScript. or if you send the data to server, the 100 is sending to the server.
Okay, sir. In
That
browser
value,
side,
if you are not interested, you can remove that value and you can type your own value.
one value. Then after typing one value, then I will submit it. It will
Which
take
value
the.
you entered, that value only it is sent.
Okay, okay. That's my question. Okay. Thank you.
So size equals to 100 or something, whatever it may be, you can give any much, there is no problem. This is controlling the width of the text box. This is controlling the width of the text box. Next, I'm creating one more text box here. T4 and name is also T4. Here I'm taking both same names. Then continuation what's that? Max length. Max length. So what is this max length, sir? Data limit. Max length is nothing but an data limit. Here we control the width of the text box. Now I'm controlling the data limit. How many characters you want to allow? How much data you want to allow? The size restrictions we can set. Data size restrictions. Data size restrictions. Suppose max length equals to I given 5, sir. You can type only 5 letters only. You can type only 5 letters. Our system allows to type only 5 letters. That's all. After 5 letters, even if you are typing also, it doesn't work. After 5 letters, if you type it also, even it doesn't work anymore. Only 5 only it allows. The data limit. This is box size. This is data size. So max length means maximum number of characters. How many? 5 only. Maximum number of characters only 5. Why not? I want to allow only one, sir. Your interest only one. There is only one letter. That's all. One letter. The digit alphabet your interest, but I will allow only one letter, one symbol. I'm typing here. You can take the virtual keyboard, no problem. My virtual keyboard. I'm typing letter E, okay. R. Next letters not coming serial. Next letters are not coming. I'm typing, but it doesn't come. So this is data limit. Previous one, box limit. This is box size. This is content size.
Sir, can we fix minimum and maximum?
Can we take a min sir, minimum?
Minimum not available. Maximum only available.
Okay.
Sir, can we fix minimum and maximum?
No, no means no max. Max length only available. Now only one property, max length only. Minimum we can't set. We are unable to set. If you want to set the minimum limit, we need JavaScript.
Okay.
Maybe if you search in our Google, how to set the minimum length for text box, they're giving, we'll get the most of the answer, minimum attribute is available. How I use the max attribute, same way we'll get the min attribute is also available. So if you set the minimum equals to 4, sir, and it is allowing to type the minimum 4 letters. Directly meaning is that one. But it doesn't work, sir. Not available, you can check it. Okay, we'll talk later. I'm typing here with HE. The browser knows my data is over or not.
No.
Browser knows oh Shivakumar, they stopped the data.
Don't know. You can extend that.
I'm thinking I'm stopping how browser knows.
Yeah.
Browser don't know.
How minimum attribute is activated.
Like after when you're submitting that form, it can the text box is empty like that.
See that maximum activated, maximum already activated because I'm typing. When I'm typing, browser is checking how many letters user typed. 15 letters already checking. Stop it. But minimum how? Even if you submit the data also, it's supporting that one. No problem. With the 2 letters also it is submitting the data. With 1 letter also it is submitting the data. The minimum doesn't work. But how to control this one, sir? With your own logic. Before submitting the data, implement a JavaScript and check the data length. Data length available in the as per your expected format or expected sizes. Then only submit the data. Otherwise, don't submit any data. Total our own code only. It is completely our own logic, our own code. So minimum, it doesn't work here. This minimum attribute purpose for another control. That is not for text boxes. Only max length only we have. This is one more attribute to control the size of the data. Sorry, length of the data are also called as number of characters. This one, sir, it's the width of the text box. This one, sir, it's the initial value of the text box. And here we just created with the names only. Text box is created with the names. Next, if any text box data is compulsory to enter, sir, it's compulsory to enter by the user. Then how to set that one, sir? Our required attribute is available. We have one required attribute. Your mandatory field, sir. Required is nothing but a mandatory field. Without entering the data in this text box, we cannot submit to server. Required is nothing but a compulsory. The star symbols you remember, no? The star symbol of data. For your easy identification, I'm giving the star symbol also here. See that. Text box comes with the star symbol. That is representing the data is compulsory. Here the data was compulsory. Without entering the data, we can't send to server or we cannot submit to server. That is compulsory field or mandatory field. That is nothing but an required attribute. The same text box, I'm going to using one more property here. The same text box, I'm going to using one more property here. What is that, sir? Message to user. These text boxes we are creating here. These text boxes we are creating here. So in this text box, which data we have to enter, sir? Some so-and-so data, name or mobile number or contact number or something is required like this, right now. Now that message I want to display to user, sir. That message I want to display to user, sir. Yes, it's possible, sir, 100%. For that we have the placeholder property. For that we have the placeholder property. One more attribute, placeholder. Write the message here, what you require here. Enter phone number. This is message to user. It's not value, it's not data, sir. Message. User, you should enter this type of data in this text box. A message we are conveying. This one not data. This 100 is, you see that the value. This is value of the text box. This is value of text box. But this is not value. Just a conveying message to user what they have to do.
Sir, here we cannot use id dot placeholder, right, to change the value?
No chance.
Okay.
So what happens now, sir? This message what we typed here, that displaying inside your text box with the dull letters, the dull appearance. Data brightly it will comes. Data always brightly it will comes, but it's not bright. It's a dull. Why the dull appearance? That is not data. Data only we can collectible. Other details no. There is only message to user what they should enter here. Phone number. How much time this is displaying, sir? Here this phone number, sir. until to type the first letter. Until to type the first. Even cursor is placed, then still it is appearing. If you type the first letter, then it disappears. You can type your own. Now write it. T5 dot placeholder. What is placeholder? Either here placeholder. Currently we don't have any placeholder, na? 98850, 98850 available. What is that 98850, 98850, sir? It's a value. Where is placeholder, sir? There is no placeholder. Then again, when you delete this, all the data, sir, the placeholder is come back. When you delete all this data, again the placeholder is come back. The only for user conveying messages, that's all. It's called as technically prompting. Technically, this is called as prompting messages. You are operating your ATM machine. It's asking, it's saying to users, na, enter PIN number, select the type of transaction, select the amount. Same thing is just a prompting message. That's all. It's not data. So required and placeholder. This is another two more attributes. Next, one more attribute I'm going to implementing here. So what it's called, sir? Read only. Read only. What is meaning, sir? In generally, every text box they should enter allows the users to type something. Every text box allowing the users to type something, right now? But in this special scenario, I don't want to allow the users to type the data, sir. I don't want to allow the users to type the data. Possible, sir, to restrict the without typing, sir? Yes, read only. Read only attribute is always restricting the entry by users. Entry by users. The text box is appearing, sir. 100% text box is appearing on the screen, but it doesn't allows to type the data by user. Doesn't allows to type the data by users. See that text box is clearly appearing, but it's not allowing to type anything. See that. First cursor not coming. If cursor is comes, then we can type. See that every text box cursor is getting here. Even this 100 also cursor comes. See that. But here a cursor not coming. Box highlighted with some box, but cursor not getting. If cursor is not come, sir. We can't type. Cursor appeared, then only keyboard is works. If cursor not available, sir. Keyboard never works. The keyboard to cursor linking, the internal linking operation, right now? The simple things are this data should not filled by the users. This data not filled by the users. Somebody is going to fill in. Now our application form, so bottom we have a special box now. That box what's we are not filling anywhere. Blanks available, fields available there also. But the data we are not filling anywhere. Who is filling, sir? Some officials. Management or principal or HOD or bank manager or something. They are filling the details. Not by the customer, not by the student, not by the public. They're writing also clearly this is official use only. Heading available, bottom something boxes are available. Your details say, those all are your details say, but you cannot fill. A field available, blank available, but you are unable to fill that one. If you fill the data, na, your application throwing into dustbin. Even while opening of bank account application form also, we have these things. While applying of ATM card also, we have this one. This is for official use only. And this is for customer use. So some details should fill by the customer, some details should fill by the officials. Like that, a blank text boxes should enter or should fill by the programmers only, not by the users. So at that time, you can go for the read only. How programmer assigning the values are? They are giving the value by using value attribute. Because this one repeated here. This one repeated here. Something, whatever it may be, some data you have to display here. Now data is comes in the Xbox, but you can't enter the data. You can't modify the existing data, and you are unable to enter the new data. Not possible. Existing data modification, no chance. Extra adding the data also not possible. But here, sir, we can add some extra data. We can delete this existing data also. Both is possible. Both possible. Very simple thing. Okay. Balance things we'll see in tomorrow's session here. We have some more options, some more settings.
Okay.
So here we created text box with the different attributes, nothing but then settings.
Okay. Sir, once in small doubt, but it may be a stupid question, I think. Like we have in mandatory, we have assigned some star symbol, no, for mandatory record. If I set some of the application, it will show in red color, I think, red color.
So you can change by using CSS here.
CSS, we can write a color. We can set color in input tags.
Not input. This is not input tag. Now outside the input tag, sir. The input tag is closed already here.
Yeah. Okay.
This is separate data. So place this one in the span tag or label tag and change the color.
Okay. And that's it. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you all. Tomorrow we'll continue.